If you want insane deals on legit PC keys from great developers, use my Fanatical link down below and start saving yourself some money. Surprisingly, I find that World War III, at least the internet reception to World War III, is very polarizing. Some seem to like it because it's bringing modern gameplay back to what appears to be a AAA standard, even though this is an indie developer, and the game looks really good. Some people don't like it because they feel like it's a ripoff to Battlefield 4, and I've seen comments that pretty much point to the downfall of the FPS genre in terms of how innovative it is, and that this game isn't really bringing anything new to the table that FPS fans haven't really seen before. I'm going to go into both of these opinions, discuss what I think of this gameplay that you guys are seeing here. This is from GameSpot. I wasn't able to get out to Gamescom because I'm a broke ass bitch, but I do my best discussion while I'm at my house. So, World War III. This is interesting. When I saw the gameplay trailer, I was pretty impressed with what I saw. I thought that what they kind of set out to do and what they were teasing and the game that they were building in everybody's heads is pretty much exactly what we got out of those trailers. Obviously, with the hype from Gamescom, they're dropping content for us to digest and for us to talk about. And I feel like what we saw was really good. The gameplay that you guys are seeing on screen here is 26 minutes of attack and defend gameplay from GameSpot. I'm going to have a link to the entire video down below. I'm not going to let it run because it still is their video, and I just want to do, a couple of talking points over the gameplay. I am a fan of what I'm seeing in World War III. I played a lot of really shitty early access games. Some have cost more than what the rumor is this game is going to cost. Apparently somebody said the VP has come out and the game is going to be anywhere between $19.99 and $29.99, so somewhere between $20 and $30, which I think is actually a lot better than what I expected. I thought this game was going to come out at about $40, just based on the quality of the game that we're seeing. And looking at this gameplay, I definitely get a Battlefield vibe. This game seems a little bit more grounded in terms of player movement and stuff. The animations are another issue I feel like they need to address. It still feels early, which, I mean, obviously they're going into early access with a game that seems to be running okay. I watched Level Cap's gameplay yesterday, or maybe that was today, and it looks like he was having some performance issues, whereas this GameSpot gameplay, I haven't really seen any, drop frames like I did in Level Cap's video. But a game going into early access in this state right now is exactly what I've been striving and what I've been talking about for years now on this channel. I've played everything under the sun in terms of shooters that go onto early access, and this seems like a breath of fresh air from my perspective. I'm at the bottom of the barrel, and I'm looking at anything that looks good, has a solid team behind it, is priced well, and is showing off to the masses in a way that not a lot of indie developers actually get to do. These guys are going into Gamescom, they're dropping trailers, people are interested, due in part to people like Level Cap, like Wessie, like myself. But these guys have it in the bag, and all we need is for them to drop a solid product. Now, this game is looking to go to early access in the fall. We don't really have a set date on that yet, but I was hoping we were going to get it today at Gamescom. But I think this game, going to early access, if it were to drop for, say, $25, $30, I think that's a solid price. Obviously, it depends on the content. We haven't really seen a lot of maps. We don't know how many modes they're going to be. We don't know what they're actually going to drop in that early access day one build. But what I'm seeing is two polarizing opinions. One with the opinion of someone like me, someone who is seeing the game and enjoying it and just kind of ready for it to come out so we can get our hands on it. And then I find that there's a crowd of people who are comparing this to the poor man's Battlefield 4 and not really understanding why there's so many people like myself that are excited to play World War III. And I'm really confused. Obviously, I'm not going to go at them for their opinion. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone's allowed to share. That's a great thing about the internet. But I find that World War III is the base for the notion of you can't please everybody, because there's a lot of people that are pissed off at Battlefield 5 for doing what they're doing, going World War II, doing the whole SJW thing, and just completely ruining what everyone was anticipating was going to be a modern Battlefield. A lot of people were itching for modern this time around with the Battlefield franchise. And now we have something that doesn't have the biggest budget, doesn't have the resources that EA and DICE have, but are still putting on a fucking good show. There are people that are comparing this to Battlefield 4, which I can definitely see. I find that this game is a little bit more gritty, a little bit more grounded, but those people are kind of angry that this game isn't the replacement for Battlefield. I've seen comments that are like, this game isn't the Battlefield replacement that we wanted. This game isn't going to be up to the standards of Battlefield. And from my perspective, no fucking shit. These guys are like really indie, and they're coming out with something that looks this good on this scale. I find that very, very strange, just from my perspective, being an FPS gamer on PC who has played a lot of early access games. The comments about how this looks like a shitty version of Battlefield really, they trouble me, because I wonder what it's going to be like day one when the game comes out and all of these people are going to just jump on and review it just to shit on it because they're not a fan of this game. I don't know what the actual issue is. Like, obviously this game is taking inspirations from Battlefield. There's no doubt about that. But the hate and the boxing in that some of these people out here are doing is very strange to me. Because, like, Battlefield's not giving it, and we're mad. But then this game is attempting to do something, and yeah, it's on a smaller scale, and we're mad. Like, the only way I think people would be pleased is if Battlefield went modern. I guess, but like, I'm okay with an indie developer trying to step up and do something different. And what I mean by doing something different is actually making a solid product. Can we really reflect and look at how many solid indie developers there are out here? There's a lot of indie developers, but not a lot of them are trying something at this scale that could potentially compete with a AAA product. If people are saying this looks like Battlefield 4, that's a pretty fucking good comparison for an indie studio that is not backed by EA. And that's why I think World War III right now, with the polarizing opinions, it's all about perspective. It's all about what kind of gaming background you come from, what you actually do play. If you are a fan of Battlefield and that's all you play, you might look at this and be like, well, fuck, I'll just wait for DICE to do it. And that's a valid opinion. Then there's people like me who have literally played games like The Rebel and H-Hour Worlds Elite and understand that there's a difference between indie developers that give a shit and indie developers that don't give a shit, or that want to give a shit but don't have the talent. And I truly think the Farm 51 has the talent. There are some things in the gameplay that we're seeing, the animations, the reloading, the running, it feels a little stiff, feels a little not fluid, a little robotic, and I feel like these are things that they could iron out during early access, but I think I'm willing to give them a chance. If this game disappoints, if games like Ready or Not or Insurgency, Sandstorm disappoint, I don't know where I'm going to be quite honest with you. So maybe it's a little bit of desperation that something comes out that's good, something that can separate itself from Call of Duty. And you know, this is the first year that I'm actually excited as hell to get my hands on a lot of games. And World War III, Insurgency, Ready or Not, those three are my most anticipated. And I've been saying it over and over. I like what I see. And people want to know my opinion on the gameplay. I think it looks clean. If I were to break down and analyze it, there's nothing here that's new. But it's something that I haven't played in a while. You know, if we're talking about Battlefield, if we're talking about modern warfare, these are games that I enjoy. I don't need these guys to break the mold that is FPS. I just need somebody to come in and just give me a good game. And I think the Farm 51 can do that. My name is Big Fry. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. We're shooting for 100,000 this year, and I think we're going to get it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like the video, and I'll see you on the next one.